Marta Minujín is a pioneer in the type of work that she has been practicing since she was a painter in Argentina by the end of the 1950s.
The conversations around art and technology, or certainly Marshall McLuhan, tend to be much more focused on the United States. And actually what she was doing very, very early on, I think was extremely groundbreaking. And also the very particular kind of global vision that she had coming not from the center, not from New York, I think lent the work a criticality and a credibility that really makes it ever more complex.
Es interesante pensar en Marta como una especie de superheroína, superstar, medio folk, un poco robótica, un poco trabajadora, ¿no? Como una especie de mujer que encarna con su cuerpo, con su ropa, con sus anteojos, con su pelo que parece una peluca, con sus manos que parecen como de una especie de maga o bruja que está ahí por exorcizar algo, ¿no? Siempre está por exorcizar algo que es siempre el arte y el futuro, ¿no? Esa construcción de figura de mujer artista me parece que es una gran creación. Por momentos a veces pienso que es su gran obra o su obra más auténtica.
Marta Minujín is an artist with many lives. She's like a cat. She had many lives, and the first life, which is a very rich life, and to be known even more than people know, it's the one that it's related to her institutional attachment to the American Society. The American Society was one of the first institutions that provided the resources for her to develop something that was transgressive, avant-garde, and an adventure in the future.
Minucode es un ejemplo clarísimo de cómo ella se anticipa a un interés que el arte recién ve quizás en la década del 90, que es un interés por las ecologías sociales, por los grupos, por las tribus urbanas. Minucode es una obra increíble porque por un lado son fiestas, es una obra hecha de fiestas, pero a la vez es una obra tremendamente analítica de los códigos sociales.
It was a social environment, and it consisted of 4 parties organized with 4 different groups, social groups: fashion, art, financial world, and politics. Each group had a separate party, and at the end the footage was condensed in the gallery space, and the groups could interact and see each other, you know, in the gallery space. Therefore, they could mingle virtually, at least.
Projects like the Minucode or Simultaneity and Simultaneity is all about intangibility. It's about what Juan Downey called invisible architectures, invisible networks. And understanding that, on the one hand, technology and communication technologies had this utopian potential, but also having not a cynical understanding, but understanding that celebrity culture was almost the dark side of that. And when you look at where we are now in the current political climate, she was decades ahead of her time. She knew exactly what was going to happen, I think.
Marta Minujín is one of the few Latin American artists who's absolutely original and unique, who really created a pattern of her own.
Marta also had this incredible ease to capture what was happening in the avant-garde and to be in dialogue with the most important and cutting-edge artists of her time. So it is a fantastic trip to navigate with Marta Minujín along a project, and this was the case here when we recreated La Menezunda según Marta Minujín.
Por un lado, creo que ella entiende muy bien que la relación entre obra y persona, carácter, figura artística es muy importante y trabaja mucho en la creación, en la invención de una figura. Y por otro lado, creo que entiende que la fama y la presencia mediática son instrumentos para ella para poder lograr esas producciones colosales que quiere para su trabajo, en donde los números cuentan. Cuánta gente, cuántos metros, cuánto movimiento de personas. Ella necesita de la fama para poder realizar eso. O sea que la fama me parece que es un instrumento en ese sentido, ¿no? Estratégico.
by using the iconography of the Parthenon, of sort of the roots of Western civilization, at this particular moment is a very loaded project. And so to take this architecture, this icon of Western architecture, and turn it into a sort of a transparent specter of itself, and then the skeleton of that becomes this matrix of knowledge and intellectual history that has consistently been under threat, you know, and I think somehow that was a really bold statement and something we probably needed to come to grips with at this particular moment.
Marta Minujín is an anthropophagic artist, and she deserves not only this achievement, but many others. She should be in every museum, and the American Society is very happy to give her, you know, that award.